What is up, people? What is up, gente? What is up? I hope you guys are getting miles. I hope you guys are putting the pedal to the metal. I hope you guys are running them coast to coast runs. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, a beautiful night, or a beautiful morning if you're just getting up watching this video, listening to this video. I'm not gonna make this video too long. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. As you've probably read the thumbnail or the title of this video, I am back at Flowtrans. I want to give a huge shout out though. A huge shout outs to um, my homie Julio and a Mr. Ralph. Both of those guys, throughout the passing months, they had, I kept in contact with them, and they, everything they said about Flowtrans has still resonated with me to the sense to where I just finally decided, you know what? I want to go back. I need to go back. And I'm going to say that because honestly, mentally, the happiest I was, the mentally, the more, well I was, I guess I can say, was when I was here at Flowtrans. Um, the trucks were well equipped with the sense that they had refrigerators, APUs, the technology being used, as far as the EOD was modern. I know it's something simple and something, a little lame to bring up, but once you've been to another company that doesn't have those things, you start to be like, what? I just downgraded. So, again, Flowtrans feels like I'm living in the 21st century, all right? And yeah, man. I mean, I love the color of the trucks here as well too. The baby blue, the sky blue, the azul cielo, whatever however you describe this color of the trucks. I just love it, and that's why I had to come back, man. And ultimately, too, I'll be honest, the most money I've made in trucking has been at Flowtrans, and honestly, I miss the way that they addressed you and they treated you. All right, ultimately that's what I'll say. Because at Flowtrans, anytime I walked into the office, I was treated like an actual human being, like an actual driver. I was referred to by my name, and I wasn't referred to just as a driver. I could engage with the personnel at the office. I didn't feel like they were distancing themselves, or they were trying to create this environment where it was us versus them, if that makes sense. And so that's why I felt like, hey, I need to go back. I wanted to come back, and I'm glad that I was able to come back. Okay, so for orientation, I can't really speak on that because since I'm basically a rehire, um, the situation was very swift, as in the sense that I got rehired and pretty much everything has stayed the same. I I can't really speak on it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna really. I can't. I just can't speak on it. All right, I'm just put it like that because I got rehired and pretty much it was I just yeah, everything had stayed the same from when I left. Now shout out to Miss Amy Ashley because I had asked for a Volvo, and she was able to get me one detailed and just looking real good, and I appreciate that because I've had Peterbilts the last time I was here, and then even with the last company I was with, and honestly, man, I think the reasonings behind my crash out moments in trucking has been because of Peterbilt's constantly having mechanical issues, just being broke down on the side of the road, the stock shifter, electronical issues, wiring issues, injector issues. And so I'm like, you know what? And everybody that I know that has Volvos have not told me, that they've had these kind of situations. And maybe a please Jesus, don't don't bring it down upon me now, but That's why I decided to go with Volvo, because I'm just like, you know what? Excuse me. I was just like, I want me a Volvo so I can just not have the issues I've been having with Peterbilt, and not have these crash out moments where I get frustrated and stressed out because my truck is broke down. But so yeah, I got put in a Volvo. I'm gonna put some B-roll here, video, and on you know, the truck and whatnot. And I'm really appreciative of being able to get the truck I requested. And pretty much, yeah, man. I'm gonna put the number of the Flowtrans recruiter number here in the bottom right on the screen here somewhere. Maybe where my hand's moving or bottom or something. But I'm gonna put the number. You can call in if you're interested in joining the company. I'm not gonna talk about pay, as you guys know. I've previously said this on the video countless of times before. I even made a specific video that you can go find it on my channel here about why I don't talk about pay. I'm not gonna tell you about, you know, what I'm being, you know, what I'm getting paid here, what I'm making here. I'll tell you this much: it must be good money. That's why I've decided to come back. Right? It's enough money for me at least. Right? Um, but yeah, I'm gonna put the number there so you can call. You can ask about, you know, your location, where you're from, and see if they're hiring, and see what they're offering you and whatnot, man. So yeah, if you decide that you want to join Flowtrans, you can use me as a referral if you want to. If you feel in your heart of hearts of joining Flowtrans, if not, that's cool too, man. Hey, look, I'm just I put it like this. I'm just a door, all right? In the sense that you open the door, I'm a driver for Flowtrans. If you decide to walk past me and go straight to the source, cool. If you decide to you know, use me as a referral, hey, cool. Let's sit down, let's talk or whatever, you know. But no big deal. If you don't want to talk to me, I got other homies here at Flowtrans too. I got other friends here, compadres out here in Flowtrans that you can talk to as well too. I'll give you their number. You can talk to them, and if you decide to use them as referrals, great. You know, maybe they speak, you know, better than I do. You know, maybe they're more, you know, straightforward than I am. Maybe they're more blunt than I am. You know, and you decide, hey, I'm gonna use him as a referral. Then cool, by all means, cool. But yeah, man. Now as far as the requirements, all right, because blabbing on. But as far as the requirements to come here to Flowtrans, first of all, you need at least a year OTR experience, all right? And then, obviously, since you're pulling a tank, you need at least, well, you do mandatorily need a tanker endorsement on your CDL. And it's no touch freight, so you ain't got to hook up no hoses. You ain't got to do any of that, any stuff. Now, with that being said, though, you do want to, you know, at least climb the ladder, check your seals, check the little dog ears on the dome, make sure it's secured, make sure it's tight, so that way your product isn't leaking as you're rolling down. Um, and do your typical pre-trip as well too, right? But other than that, man, you know, the job is easy, and that's why I haven't been able to leave food grade tanker. It's so easy. I love it, and they don't bother you here. Nobody, you know, treats you like a baby. Nobody babysits you. Nobody, none of that stuff, man. Just pretty much, they give you a load and they expect you to deliver it. They expect you to pick it up. If you can't, you just communicate, and you know they're understanding. I've never had an issue with them in the sense that, you know, where I get treated like I'm a little boy, or you know, or I'm just, you know, dumb or whatever, right? So that's why I say I had to come back to Flowtrans, man. It's where I felt the most you know, treated with dignity and respect, right? Overall, in general. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video here, okay? Because I don't want to make this video too long, and I don't want to, you know, basically ramble on about, you know, what's in my head and whatnot, you know, because I tend to do that a lot. And plus, because the analytics always tell me that people don't really watch videos for too long, right? Um, but I will say this about this channel, this, you know, the truckinvato channel. Um, I'm posting this video because this is a timestamp for this channel, in the sense that I'm back at Flowtrans, so my shorts, my videos will revolve around, you know, me being at Flowtrans. With that being said, respectfully, I will not be answering any questions regarding the last company that I drove for. Um, respectfully, I just won't. Okay, and if you got a question regarding them, I probably won't answer it because I feel like it's unfair in the sense that my opinions are biased and um, you know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if you're gonna drive for somebody, I would want you to drive for Flowtrans because I'm here. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that this is the home team, right? And if you think that that's not fair or whatever, then that's cool. That's your opinion. If you feel like you need some subscribe because he's switching up, blah blah blah, then that's cool as well too, homie. I'm here at Flow Trends, and I guess I'm just saying that because I always know with social media, people always got their opinions and whatnot. And if I don't respond to something, I know people, and I've heard, oh, why won't you respond? Like, people just always got something to say. So respectfully, I'm not gonna be answering any more questions regarding the other company, um, because I just feel like I'm not there, and I don't want to say anything to deter you from making possibly the best decision of your life, or possibly the worst decision of your life. I don't want to be held responsible and have that on my conscience. LOL. And I always say that because whatever job we decide to take, it's always a gamble. I mean, me coming back here, you know um I took the step of faith, the leap of faith. I'm coming back here, and I feel like I made it the best decision of my life for right now. So that's why like I feel like I don't want to dwell on somewhere where I'm no longer at. Okay. And yeah, I just thought I had to say that, just throw that out there. And also too, like, hey, um if you feel like I'm not the perfect person to be talking about flow trends, then you can make your own videos, and you can talk about them as well too. Again, whatever I do out here, man, I'm just a driver like everybody else. I don't ever claim to be a spokesperson. I don't ever claim to be I will try to represent to the best of my abilities, the company. I always try to be professional in the sense of, my appearance, how I talk. I try to keep it PG. I never try to, be too negative and too explicitive, just because again I feel like that's inappropriate. Now that's just me. You can do you. If you feel like, hey, yo, you're not edgy enough, you're not this and that, then hey, look, check it out, you can do your own thing too, right? With all that being said, man, thanks for watching. And if you got any more questions regarding the company, and you feel like you want to reach out to me, at the end of the video, I'm gonna have put my email, my TikTok, Instagram, and all that. You can reach out there, or you can even drop a comment here, and I'll try to answer. And like I said, if you feel like you want to use me as a referral, cool. If you don't, that's cool as well too. If there's other drivers you want to reach out to, then cool, same thing. But I guess the purpose of this video ultimately is just to let everybody know on this channel that follows me on this channel that I'm now at Flowtrans. And so the logo and the company you'll be seeing on the side of the truck, and the color of the truck is gonna be the home team, right? So yeah, man. So anyways, saludos, salutations. Hope you guys have a good day, good evening, good night, or good morning, and stay safe out there. And I will see you guys on the next video, either on here or in the shorts. Anyways,